Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Cat's Anime Corner. I can't believe it. I'm actually filming the third episode already. Yay! Um so technically at this point I hadn't posted episode 2 yet because it's still in the middle of editing. But I wanted to, be proactive and get the third episode out there because I know it's going to be forever until I can record a new one. And I really want to try and get an actual microphone for doing these episodes. And so that's something that I'm going to have to look into buying at some point in time. It's going to be a fair bit of money, and so I'm going to try and save up for it. But as for right now, we'll just work with what we got. Anyways, so this is episode 3, and last episode I discussed Kuroko and Free, which, funnily enough, I am watching 50% off right now. And I highly apologize for last episode because I was watching Nate Wants to Battle, and you could hear it a bit in the background, and I didn't realize it was as loud as it was until I was editing. But because it was such a good episode, I didn't want to have to, redo the audio for it, and because that would have really sucked and it would have taken so much time, and so I just kept it the way it was, and I hope you guys don't mind. But now we've got a new episode, and so I wanted to talk a little bit more personal, kind of. I'm sticking along the lines of what I just discussed in the last episode, because I was talking about Kuroko, and I was discussing Free. Well, as I was watching, I was watching something. I was watching Free Crack on YouTube, and so as I was watching it, there was one that just kind of drew my attention. I'm blanking on who it was by, but it was for Eternal Summer. And as they were doing it, in the scenes where it was an episode by episode crack. And so as Haru is sitting there struggling, over all the pressure that's being put on him throughout the entire season, it kind of hit me. As Chelsea and I, my little sister, and I had been watching this show, I slowly realized that we both viewed the same exact show in two different standings, because I watched it before she did, and let's just say I don't think I stopped crying, because as I've mentioned before, I have really bad anxiety and I have really bad depression, and I never wanted to admit it to myself that I was anxious all the time and that I was depressed. And so what happened was, throughout most of high school, I kind of pretended that I was this really, happy, outgoing kind of girl, when in all honesty, I wasn't. I was just another person who felt completely awkward in everything that was going on. And so I think the reason why my little sister and I, our opinions differ, are because of our experience in high school. See, my little sister doesn't have anxiety and depression like I do. My sister, who's a year younger than me, Brittany, who isn't into anime at all, she has anxiety as well, And so if she were to watch Free, she probably would feel the same way about that second season as I did. Because the thing is that having to choose what you're going to do with your life is so very confusing. It is so very stressful, and it doesn't help that everyone around you is sitting there telling you, well, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this. And it's like, no, I want to do what feels good for me, but at the same time you don't know what feels good for you. You're confused because you don't know what you should be doing. Chelsea has always kind of, Chelsea's been very straightforward. She has always been a very straightforward kid. And so seeing her going through high school, she's always had an idea of what has interested her. She's always loved like science and stuff like that. And so she wants to do something in that sort of area of like sciencey, businessy, like cars type stuff. So she has an idea of what area she wants to get into. Yeah, sure, she may not know exactly what it is she wants to do, but she has an idea. As for me, I had no idea, because the thing is that pretty much throughout all of elementary school, I was totally convinced with myself that I had convinced myself that I was going to graduate from high school and go to the University of Minnesota and become a veterinarian. I was going to be a doctor. I was going to be a veterinarian. That's what I told myself through all of elementary school. But then all of a sudden I got into middle school and high school, and everyone around me was like, oh my gosh, you're so good at reading, you're so good at writing, you're so good at blah blah blah, you're so good at blah blah blah. And they're like, well, you should go into this profession. I had people telling me I should go into journalism, I should go into news reporting, I should go into video production, I should go into music production, I should go into publishing, I should go into editing, I should go into drawing. And I'm like, I don't want to do any of that, because the thing is that all that stuff I do for fun. I don't want to do anything for work. Yeah, I mean, it's good to be paid and stuff like that, and it's good to make money, but I need to love what I do. And that's why I'm glad that I took the route that I wound up taking. Yeah, it took me a long time to get to where I am. I'm not even 23 yet, and here I am just going on and on and on about, oh, my life has been horrible, but it's very stressful. It's a tough life, and yeah, I don't know. I've always struggled with making concrete decisions. But I just want to enjoy what I'm doing and just be happy doing it. I mean, yeah, right now I'm working 3 jobs. I am working at the clinic full time. I work part time at my other job, and then I do full time work for my blog. Yeah, I may have a lot of fun doing this, but it is a lot of work. There is a lot of work that goes into doing this blog. And at times I just want to just give up and say, ugh, I don't want to do this anymore because it's so stressful. But I've been doing it for almost 2 years. In December, I will have been blogging for 2 years. And it's like, and then I look at the views on my blog, and I'm like, oh my god, people are actually reading this. People actually like to read what I say, what I have to talk about for anime. And it's just, it's so like refreshing, and it reminds me that I am actually doing something that I love. And that's exactly why Free Eternal Summer kind of really struck a hard chord in me, because Haru loves swimming. He is so passionate about it. He is so dedicated to it. But everybody's pressuring him. Be professional. Go to the Olympics. Go to school for swimming. Take the scholarship. Be a pro. Swim, 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 swim. Relay. Do this. Blah, blah, blah. Make a team. All that stuff. And he's just like, no, no, no. And what it took was remembering why he loves doing it. Seeing why he loves doing it. Going to Australia was the best thing for him. Seeing everything that's happening around him. Having Rin put him back in that pool, in that situation. It's just like me watching Strawberry 17, watching Sailor Moon, and thinking, oh my god, yes, I love this stuff. And then me thinking, oh my god, I need to start writing about this. And then all of a sudden, next thing I know, several years later, here I am as a blogger. I'm doing multiple things I'm passionate about. I work in a veterinary hospital. I write for a living. And it's just so like relieving, and it reduces stress and it reduces anxiety. Yeah, I'm going to be anxious all the time because that's just not going to go away. But I'm happy about what I do. And I think that is exactly the feeling that kind of correlated perfectly with Free. Because, I mean, when I actually sat down and watched Free, I was in a really bad place. Because, I mean, several months ago, I was in a horrible place, and I didn't even feel like getting out of bed half the time. I didn't want to get out of bed. But I pushed myself, and my parents pushed me, and I was opened several doors to places that were going to, help me out in my life. And I'm glad that I took them instead of just throwing in the towel. And having my parents there, they were my Rin. They gave me that push that I needed to go into this whole thing. Hell, if it wasn't for my dad, I probably would still be blogging in secret. I wouldn't be so open about everything. And then this is going to be a little bit more off topic, but I think something that really helped me, set my mind straight and even help give me the idea for this podcast. Over the last weekend, one of my favorite YouTubers released a book. And if you know me at all, I've mentioned him several times. And he's a year older than me. And he has always been my inspiration. And he's always kind of like, been there for me. Even if we don't know each other, we have such similar tastes in like hobbies and dogs. I mean, come on. we have the same like taste in so much, including anime. We have such similar tastes that I just feel like he's helped me along the way, and I probably wouldn't be as open as I was if it wasn't for him. Well, anyways, the point is he just released a book, and over the last 2 days, technically over the last day, I finished it in a day. I read his book, And it moved me so much because it kind of was uplifting to know that I'm not the only person that has been through a lot of hard times. Yeah, I can't exactly say that I've had a shitty life, but I have had a pretty bad life. Um, I I didn't make a lot of friends in my life. It was always hard for me to be friends with people because everyone would say that I tried too hard or I was too annoying or I was too weird. And the thing is that I just wanted people to be my friend. And the thing is that I fell into the wrong crowds, and if it wasn't it wasn't until high school that I even made my first real friendship that has lasted, God, 7, 8 years now. That is my longest relationship. I have been in a friendship for 7 or 8 years. And that's saying something for me. And that is sad. And it hurts to know that that's the longest relationship I've ever had in my life, with the exception of my family. But it's good to know that there are others out there that are just like me who have gone through a shit ton of stuff and still can hang in there and be strong for everybody around them and be an inspiration. And I just I don't know. I've gone way off topic on this, but I don't I just wanted to be real with you guys because I have been feeling a lot and it's stressful and I feel horrible that I don't always get my blog up every Sunday like I said. I try to do it at least once a week. And if I'm not going to post it on time, I'm always upfront with you guys and I let you know what's going on. And I just hope from now on that we understand each other like fully, because I really do care about everybody that reads my blog, because I mean, you guys are my readers. You guys stick with me, and hopefully as this Cats Anime Corner community grows, I can start doing more podcasts. I can start doing more posts. I can start doing videos again. Because I've done one video on here, and that was giving you guys an update about what my channel was going to be like, but that didn't work out too well. But who knows? Maybe in the future I'll wind up, giving you guys vlogs and stuff. Well, that's it for this week, and I'll see you guys at some point. I don't know when I'll be able to record my next video, but just let me know how you guys feel about this, if you guys are with me or if you aren't. So that's it, and I will see you guys later.